Chapter 5, because that's what we have Chapter 6, that's what we have completed, okay? And what little bit we may cover on 7th, okay, for Monday. So let's take a peek at our textbook, so we'll know what figures to look at in the textbook. Let's pull that up. I haven't been logged out. Okay, so chapter 6. Definitely no 6.1. Okay, under 6.3, under figure 6.3, a couple of things I want you to focus on. Note, over here they're listing the strata, but I gave you a handout of the picture that was like this, okay? So, for the strata, know these. In other words, be able to tell me stratum basale, stratum spinosum, stratum granulosum, lucidum, corneum in this picture. On this picture, on 6.3, remember how it was asking about the types of cells that exist? Be able to look at these and note like a tactile cell. In other words, don't worry about this side of 6.3. Look at the right side of 6.3. Does that make sense? The right column. So we're going to say 6.3, right hand column. Does that make sense? All right. Now this is a good picture of this skin cancers and how you look at that ABCD rule and so forth. Be sure to look over that for the skin cancers.
Wait, say that again?
This portion right here where it talks about the skin cancer, okay? And it's got some pictures over here. I'm not going to ask you to label any, I'm just saying take a peek at these, okay? Because it explains the skin cancers. All right, there's the burns. Some disorders. Okay, that's it. So figure 6.1, the handout, and figure 6.3, the right-hand column. All right, so those are the pictures.
You said 6.1, is that the one that's skin cancer?
No, 6-1 is the layers of the skin. Figure 6-1, figure 6-3, right-hand side and the handout. So let's double check and see if anything's been left off on the study guide. So we picked up with the stages of the hair growth. We looked at the functions of hair, the guard hair, or what's known as the vibrissae, the composition of the nails. Okay, so in looking at define each of the following in relationship to the nails, now remember I tried to point out quite a bit about what's in, what part of it was the corneum, meaning like the outer layer of the epidermis, okay? And how we've got the part that is the matrix, which would be that nail root, the nail fold being parts of the epidermis. That's how I want you to be looking at the relationship for the nail. The 5 types of glands, the glands that I want you to be familiar with, all right? I want you to be familiar with those merocrine, apocrine, sebaceous. So I need to change that 5 probably to a 3. The cancers, like I said, it's just real brief right there in your textbook. The burns we looked at, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Eschar is the one that looks like charcoal on the skin. What happens to the layers? This is where that video could come in helpful that we looked at, okay, in the A&P Revealed. Other skin disorders, that list, all right, where you've got like the bacterial infections, viral infections, all right. Skin grafts, what types? Skin grafts, I mentioned the biggest one we use is artificial skin, okay? But you can also have the skin grafts from yourself, okay? But a big one is the artificial skin. Okay, how does the integumentary system affect or interact with other organ systems? There's a couple of things. Remember the slide for the vitamin D production. It shows that this integumentary system interacts most definitely with our skeletal system, cardiovascular, because of blood clotting, our muscle and nerve. It interacts with even more, but, you know, because we think about thermoregulation, that's affecting the heart, the lungs, pretty much interacts with all of them. But those are some of the big ones. Okay. So that wraps up the Chapter 6 study guide. All right, now we're going to try something. And I will tell you, never done this, so it's going to be new for all of us. We're going to try a game of Jeopardy. Yeah. I paid attention to the to the comments that were made. Okay. Now, the way that we're going to do this. Have any of you ever watched Jeopardy? Okay. I don't have a little music. Okay, I don't have the music for that.
Doubt very seriously I can be a really